Well, it's an extremely eclectic community, which I think definitely matches what I see as important to the UU congregation. But it's very vibrant. There's a cultural side where you can just go downtown and just, find just people of all walks of life, even though it is a college community. It's beautiful. It's physically gorgeous with the mountains. It has proximity to a fairly major city, Roanoke. It's just a really neat place to raise a family and to meet a lot of different types of people.
We've got wonderful people, and we've got hardworking people, and we have a vision. We have come together around a vision for who we want to be and where we want to be going, and that is something that we need to live out. So that's part of the planning, but that's also part, I think, of what the energy is about here.
It's never been hard to get people to commit. It's just been exciting to see how people step forward, and some people have more money, some people have more time, some people have a little of both, but everybody does what they can, and the enthusiasm is wonderful.
But basically our philosophy is to piggyback off things that congregation members are already involved in. We're not going out trying to reinvent the wheel and trying to get people to come to. We're trying to take and support and advertise, so to speak, within the congregation what other people are doing. And that's why I think we have so many people involved in social action work right now.
We have creative people who bring music to the ceremonies, people who offer their artistic abilities to decorate the building and offer some aesthetic appeal. And then there's kind of the nitty-gritty of people who are offering their services on the board and trying to make sure that everything gets pulled together and everything works.
Another one is what they call a UUC member friend support. So if somebody has surgery or needs help in some way, meals, transportation, etc., we have a group of volunteers of, I think about 50 people are on that list to come in and help people in that way.
We have artistic talent, we have people who can write, we have people who can think, we have people who can roll up their sleeves and get a project started and move it. Those are the kinds of qualities I just see in operation all the time.
We have something called a visitors program, and right now there are 8 people from our church going to a local nursing home on a weekly basis and establishing relationships with elders in the community of the nursing home, and that has been very successful. So that has been something that a lot of people have been very interested in. And
well, in the church we do all kinds of things, like for the auction, sometimes we, as a youth group, we rake leaves for the church. We've done bake sales at the church that we donate money to things like the Humane Society and things like that we did in our middle school years.
We also sponsor a yearly activity, something called Adopt a Highway. The Unitarian Universalist Church has a 2.5-mile stretch on a road here in Blacksburg that we are just starting to take care of this spring.
We've got such a good group here who are willing to offer their talents and services, and it seems like whenever anything needs to be done, there's someone ready to step up and do it.
To me, I guess, there are so many people who are volunteering right now at this particular moment in the number of years that we've been coming that it has just been wonderful. When we first started coming here, my husband and I, obviously it was noted that everything that's getting done, aside from the minister's very hard work, of course, is done by volunteers, but it seemed like there was more of a struggle to find people who are really willing to make the commitment and stick by their committees and their work and all of that.
The thing that surprises me, and it keeps surprising me, is the level of skill, the level of expertise, the kinds of talents we have here, and right now, the level of energy and engagement. This congregation is just alive, and that is so wonderful to be working with.
But here we need to feel good about supporting our the members of our community, and this is by doing this locally. It makes us feel good, and we feel like we're making an impact. So.
The EU community, in terms of celebration, we have several different things that we celebrate with. For example, with us, both our children were dedicated in this congregation, so that's the child dedication ceremony is important to our congregation. When we do our stewardship, we usually do a stewardship celebration. This year we did a stewardship brunch. It's been different things in the past. Sometimes it's an evening event. We celebrate with each other through our circle suppers and our covenant groups. But really my favorite in terms of what I personally have gotten back has been teaching the children. We have 2 children, a 12-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy, and I've taught both of their classes. And it's just amazing because for me especially, I was not a Unitarian Universalist. This church was our first experience with Unitarian Universalism. And so I've really learned a lot about the religion and what it means through teaching. I mean, that's just a really good way to learn yourself, because we have to prepare the lessons and then we then in turn teach to the children. And you're never sure what's going to come out of the lesson or what the kids are going to say, and so it's extremely rewarding, and I just have a great time with them downstairs too.
I think that full-time minister should know that this community is committed to itself, and I don't mean in a selfish, inward-looking way. I think that a full-time minister coming here should be looking forward to tremendous support and a tremendous amount of involvement. And it would really be, to me, more of an involvement by the minister of coordinating and almost cheerleading and keeping the enthusiasm going, but allowing people to make decisions and make suggestions and take the lead and go with that. But I think that just the commitment that our members have to each other and to the community, and now we're starting to be outward looking. Now we've kind of secured our place and secured our facilities, and we're starting to turn our resources outward into the larger community, and I think that's what we're going to be about in the next 10, 15, 20 years. Just
to know that we've just got some wonderful people here, just really wonderful people, and that's one thing that just I'm constantly reminded of as we come here.
Maybe that one thing is encouraging the youth to be more active in the community, the religious community, because I know a lot of the youth are very interested in that, but a lot of the youth actually who attend our YRUU are not in the church, are not members, so maybe encouraging us to reach out more within the church would be cool.
I guess I would like the person to know that because I think of the kind of community we live in, which is a lot of professional people coming to our church, that really there is so much talent available within this church, and that sending out requests for help, often, it's great to go into the broader community, and we're trying to encourage that, but there is a lot of broad spectrum of things that can be found within the church, so I would like that. And the fact that we're very open, I think a fairly flexible group of people, and I think that somebody coming here would be just really pleased with the group of people they would find, as well as the wonderful facility and the community. So it's a good place right now, I think, for anyone to be here.